My boss asked me to drop off some important paperwork at another company. It was a contract we were working on. And you'd think that'd be a pretty straightforward task, right? Just drop it off at the front desk and leave. Well, that's what I thought too. But when I got there, the receptionist looks up at me and she's like, "Oh, we're expecting you." And then she walks me through this beautiful 10th floor office to a conference room. And as we approached, I could see through the glass walls into the room where several people in suits were sitting around the conference table waiting for me. Guys, I had no idea I was going to be doing any kind of presentation or be in that setting. I was seriously underdressed in casual office attire. I had zero plans to speak in a group setting. I mean, talk about being nervous. I thought I was going to die at first, but as the receptionist opened the conference room door to let me in, here's what I decided to do. Instead of panicking, I just decided to play the part, and I marched in there as if I was actually supposed to be there. I channeled all that nervous energy into confident action and just started rattling through the few bullet points that my boss had mentioned to me on the way out of our office, like just in case I needed them. And then I did my best to answer whatever questions they had with authority. And when they tried to negotiate, I just stuck to the terms of the deal without wavering at all. But here's the kicker. The truth is, I was blissfully ignorant about the vast majority of the contract details. I really had no clue what I was talking about. But my confidence way overshadowed my ignorance. So much so that when I got back to the office, my boss called me over and said the other company's CEO had already called him, reporting that I was, quote, a ferocious negotiator, and that they wanted to sign the contract without any changes. And here's the secret behind why that worked out so well for me on that day. The secret is I didn't care. And believe me when I tell you that I mean that in the best possible way. But bottom line, I wasn't there to impress anybody. That's what I mean. Now, I didn't even know that I was going to have to go to that meeting. And so while I certainly wanted to represent my own company well, I knew very little about the deal and had almost no emotional investment in whether they signed or not. And all that added up to me not really caring much at all about the approval of the people in that room. That's what gave me that 10x energy tenacity that turned me into a ferocious negotiator. My blissful ignorance meant that the people on the other side of the table really had zero leverage in the conversation because, frankly, it didn't matter what they said. I just didn't care. I was there for one reason: just deliver the info, get a signature, and leave. And I'm telling you, the only thing I had going for me that day was 10x energy confidence. But in the end, that was all I needed. It was enough to seal the deal. Now, I'm not recommending that you show up to meetings unprepared like I did on that day, but I am telling you that when you channel your nervous energy into confident action instead of trying to suppress it, it's actually a superpower.